kind of like an off the beaten path place. Not even locals know very well. Like I didn't know about Hintersee until now. We just arrived, we got lost twice because there are no proper signs. If you're traveling by car, I don't usually travel by car and I don't recommend you to rent a car. But if you travel by car, it would be recommended to check out one of these off the beaten path places. There are so many places around Salzburg. There are no tourist masses and there are not even that many locals visiting. And Hintersee is on the way to the Lake District. It took us like 25 minutes to get to the parking, and now we have to walk for like 1.9 kilometers to reach the rock bath, Felsenbad. Hintersee is in this direction and we are going that way to get to that rock bath. Let's have a look at that. My first time visiting. It's one place out of hundreds of places around Salzburg that are really pretty. And if you're coming to Salzburg and wondering what to visit around Salzburg, if you want to visit one of those off the beaten path places, this video is for you. Maybe you've heard of Hallstatt or the Eagle's Nest in Berchtesgaden, or maybe the ice caves. These are very popular places, and whenever you visit Salzburg and you are searching for day trips, you most likely find exactly those places. But there are hundreds of places around Salzburg that the locals would visit. The locals wouldn't actually go to Hallstatt because Hallstatt is very crowded. It's probably the most visited place in Austria these days, especially considering the size, because in Hallstatt there are only 700 people living and in summer like 10,000 tourists a day. And that's the reason why the locals would not go there. Now in 2020 there are no tourists, and that's why a lot of locals, a lot of Austrians, they decided to visit Hallstatt. So now it's crowded by Austrians. But if you're coming to Salzburg anytime and you're looking for places that are not as crowded, not as touristy, there are a lot of options. I have a list of those places on the blog, or the places I know. There are lots more places. The place where we came today, it's called Hintersee. Hintersee, it's the rock bath. Hintersee is like 2 kilometers from here, and the rock bath is just this like small area. There are hardly any people. The water is extremely cold. That's one of the reasons why I want to come here. I like cold exposure, cold showers, but those baths, they're incredibly cold because it's the melting water from the mountains. Where we are now, Hintersee and the rock bath, it's on the way to the Lake District. The Lake District is where all the popular places are. There is St. Wolfgang, there is Hallstatt, there is Fuschl, and that's even before Fuschl. So to get here, it only took us 25 minutes by car from Salzburg. If you don't have a car, it's a little bit inconvenient, and that's the same with all those off the beaten path places. You could probably take a bus here, right? Can you take a bus to come here? No?
I don't know.
We don't know, but maybe you can take bus number 150 and get off before Fuschl to walk here. I will give you that information on the blog. I have to research. So far there are 3 places. This is the 4th place. On an article on the blog, on the Free Walking Tour website, you will find the article linked below. There is, for example, one place, Bluntautal. Bluntautal I used to visit when I was a child with my father. And as a child, I didn't really want to go there. In my memory, it was like a dark forest, but when I revisited at the age of 25, I realized how pretty it really is. There are so many of those places where you can go swim, mountains you can hike, and really those like main tourist destinations, the Eagle's Nest, King's Lake, Hallstatt. These are the only places tourists really visit. If you come to a place like this, you wouldn't meet any tourists yet. Same with Bluntautal, very few tourists going there. And yeah, I will collect information for you. And that's it, that's all I have to say for today. Just the recommendation to check out different places and not the first thing that comes up when searching. Especially if you prefer to be in a place where prices are moderate or where it's not as crowded. And yeah, we are gonna enjoy the nature here. Now we're alone here, and then we're going to go back to Salzburg. Visit Salzburg. I wish you a beautiful Salzburg. Beautiful.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Awesome. If you have questions about these places or need any specific recommendations, just post in the comments below. I'm happy to answer any of your questions and to help. That's why I'm here.